Wood Stick Wednesday's back, and I've got a couple of beauties to show you. I'm going to come on to this fine looking stick in a moment. Okay, I'm going to show you this Boys Lallies first. So in great condition, very old stick this, and I've got a couple of Boys Lallies in my collection already, but this is quite an early one. 3-string stick, really short, and it's in great shape for its age. So very old stick. I'd usually talk a bit more about this stick, but we're gonna have a look at this one. Couldn't quite believe I managed to pick this up. So if you collect wooden sticks, you probably want to add one of these to your collection. Alf Jacques. There's his signature, there's his stamp. It says on the inside here, handcrafted by Alf Jacques, Onondaga Nation. The date here is the 9th, 17th, 12. American way of writing the date, we'd say 17th of the 9th, 12th. But I've actually got an Alf Jacques already in my collection, which is just here behind me. It's a box one. Obviously, we've got a field one here. And this was on eBay. Can't believe that nobody bought it. A friend of mine gave me the heads up it was on eBay. But quite unusual, because not only is it an Alf Jacques stick that was for sale on eBay, because who sells their Alf Jacques sticks, but it's stamped on the side here, it's burnt in. So Jim McDonald, thank you for your service, US Lacrosse. Now, who's Jim McDonald? Well, it is not Jim McDonald from Coronation Street. And that reference has just gone over the head of everybody in North America who's watching this. It's somebody off a soap opera here. And I'm going to tell you a little about this gentleman here, Jim McDonald. So, Jim McDonald. I've got to admit, I had to ask Uncle Google about Jim McDonald. So I'm going to pull up a couple of snippets I found here. So, Jim McDonald's position as chairman of the Men's Nominating Committee for the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame was once described as being one of the hardest jobs in lacrosse. It's one of those jobs where you can never make everybody happy, and of course, those who aren't are quick to let you know. So, obviously a very influential person in US Lacrosse, and did a bit further digging. It turns out that Jim McDonald was a hell of an athlete. He played his lacrosse at Washington and Lee, and was also a very talented basketball player and football player, but it was lacrosse that he actually excelled in. And I'm going to actually attach a video beneath, because there's a great video of Jim McDonald, which I'm assuming was by US Lacrosse, which is here on YouTube. But quite unusual. I'm not quite sure why this stick that was presented to Jim ended up on eBay. But he'd obviously worked tirelessly for US Lacrosse, and is actually a Hall of Fame member himself. And it says here, he was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2017. So let me see what else I can pull up to let you know about Jim McDonald. So I'm going to read you a couple of snippets here I found on the USA Lacrosse website. So it says, Jim McDonald was inducted as a truly great contributor. After his playing career concluded, he spent over 50 years still engaged with lacrosse as a coach and administrator. McDonald coached at the University of Baltimore from 1956 to 1963. And it says here, he served as a lifelong coach on rec and high school levels, mentoring and tutoring many generations of youth players. Actually spent 30 years as a member of the National Hall of Fame Selection Committee. So, you know, when they say he was a lacrosse lifer, he really was, including 24 years as its chair. Also served as a board member for 18 years on the Lacrosse Foundation, one of the predecessors for US Lacrosse. So, you know, I'm not quite sure why this stick ended up on eBay. But it's a great find, and it's always nice when a stick actually has a story. It's not just the fact that it's an incredible, you know, stick by Alf Jacques, and it's, you know, fantastically made, as all Alf sticks are, but actually has a very interesting story.